Braziliaanse sappa tegen American Power. Phoenix home. And in a sense, he's accompanied by the great Russian, of course, Roman Pristovaki.
And we continue with the women who are going to battle on this center court. From Brazil with number 1, Ana Patricia Ramos. And her partner with number 2, Rebecca Barbosa Silva.
And then the team from the USA, the winner of the 2018 DELA Beach Open with number 1, April Ross. And her partner with number 2, Alex Kleineman. So ladies and gentlemen, there is the handshake. Players are approaching the net, straks neer. Dan willen wij vanuit Den Haag natuurlijk eventjes die Brazilianen en die Amerikaanse een fantastisch mooi welkom geven. En dat doen wij door even met de handen te klappen, de klappers op elkaar, de slapsticks op elkaar. En natuurlijk het is beachvolleybal op de maat van de muziek. Kom maar! Ja, hou op! Players on the court. Referee whistles. It means game on. Go to match.
Rebecca. But the float serve key in these indoor surroundings. The ball floating so much, and even the likes of Ross and Kleiman have struggled with their pass. Ross tries to chip over high line. This time she goes for the cut shot, net touch against Anna Patricia. Anna Patricia and Rebecca have been playing together since 2017. And the future of Brazilian volleyball on the women's side of the game is so bright, with the likes of Duda coming through as well, but also on the American side, Sponsel and Kelly Kleiss playing in the other semi-final fixture, but that's a monster block. Anna Patricia has just taken the cross-court, pressed right in the face of Kleiman, dives back into the angle. Kleiman thinks that there's a gap. Late movements causing trouble for the American. Ross has a good look at the court, but over-rotates and sends the ball wide of the mark. Ross and Kleiman, now coached by Jennifer Kessie, April Ross's partner from the London Olympics in 2012. Some swing off the body, thumb goes down, hand goes in to the right hand pocket on the way through. Smooth, aggressive, and dynamic from April Ross, who with Coach Kessie won 10 golds on the FIVB World Tour, 12 silvers and 9 bronze medals. That's impressive form, and that's an impressive swing from Rebecca, who stays very high. Sides changed every 7 points, usually to make fair of the conditions, but in here it's slightly different, although there are favourable ends, that's for sure. Ross looks to the line, chips line, does a strong job of it. Just see at the bottom of the approach, arms come back, generating so much power from the legs. Rebecca, the service target again from the right side, has a little look, crushes angle. Kleiman, the chase is on. 6'4", running fast. Heart and desire for days. But just out of reach for Kleiman. And Kleinman's career, sensational really, playing professionally indoors until 2016 before returning to the beach. And where previously April Ross's two partners, April Ross struggling with the pass on that occasion, just moving. But where Ross played previously with Kerry Walsh-Jennings, 3-time Olympic gold medalist and bronze medalist with April Ross in 2016. And Kessie beforehand, Ross always had the finished article as a partner. But now Kleiman has so far still left in her development. The future is very exciting for this team. Ross with another ace. Service, pressure, the name of the game here. Fast, punchy serving to the left-hand side. Have to stay very calm with the platform. It's another absolute belter from the baseline from Ross. The height, the speed, the shortness in the contact of the serve. Brazil have the best ball control in the world, and they're struggling inside here. Passing woes again. Slightly scruffy, but no block means the middle is open. Good from Ross, holding the platform for a long period of time. Then she just has a whip. Good on the left, good on the right. Ross has played both positions throughout her career. In this partnership, staying on the left-hand side. Just lets the ball drift across her, opens up really smoothly. Deep, accurate swings score points. Not time long, but just to think about Kleinman. Played on the AVP with Jace Pardon in 2017 before getting picked up by Lane Carrico, another established player in the United States. High deep swings, scoring again. And then from nowhere, April Ross took Kleinman under her wing and they won this event. First out, first event together last year. Rebecca swinging up on the ball. And a miss serve from Anna Patricia. Have to be careful in the Zuda Park Arena, because if you miss serves, it will cost you. Passing, such a difficult skill to process out here today. Rebecca chips on the cut shot. Jubilant work from her. Sells the line, quite nice. For slotting the ball away. That's as accurate as you will get here. Out of system again from Ross, but physicality. So crucial. Brazil deciding to break at their peril when April Ross is attacking. And Kleinman backs it up with an ace. The ball dropping so quickly. We head to the technical timeout. It's the USA that lead Brazil by 3. Players not enjoying having to pick the ball up in here. Very difficult to track the ball from the serve.
Hetzelfde, het ruit hetzelfde. Je loopt door dezelfde gang waar je binnenkomt, waar je eigenlijk naar buiten liep met je gouden medaille. Werkt dat zo?
Ja, ik denk dat het wel dat het een stukje vertrouwen meegeeft. Uiteindelijk is iedere wedstrijd weer helemaal opnieuw. Is het verleden geen garantie voor de toekomst, zegt het wel eens mooi. Maar ja, dat stukje vertrouwen dat ze hier succesvol zijn geweest, zullen ongetwijfeld ergens in het achterhoofd zitten.
Even voor de mensen hier, hoe groot zijn die Amerikaanse dames?
Ja, zeker. April Ross heeft echt een Er zijn 2 Olympische medailles, een zilveren en een bronzen.
This is Brazil's 299th appearance in a World Tour semi-final. The winner of this game will play the winner of Kleis and Sponsor from the United States. And they're up against Finland. It's only their 4th ever Final Four, but their first of a 4-star event. Finland, in this competition, are going places they've never been before. Anna Patricia takes all the pace off the ball. April Ross just a little bit late to that one. Taru Leiti and Anina Parkkinen getting ready for the biggest match of their career coming up after this one. But back to this game, and Kleinman, you can just see 6'4", using every inch, eyes firmly fixed on the ball, but the arm drawing through. Periods of this game spent out of system already. Rebecca goes through the block of Kleinman, who's just drifting slightly to the left-hand side, drifting outwards. And when you're drifting, you can't quite penetrate your hands into the face of the opposition. There's still a slight comfort zone, though, for Ross and Kleinman, but that's leaking. 2 straight, no block, no respect from Kleinman, but Rebecca stays perfectly still and makes the pluck. April Ross just swings round, makes it look so easy, and then stays very calm chip the ball away to the line. Ross and Kleiman staying under control and finding sand when they need to. Anna Patricia picked out once again. Chance from the left side. Goes high over the top of Kleiman. There's not many people in the world right now that can go over the top of Alex Kleiman. It's almost impossible. Both players 6'4". Anna Patricia makes it look easy. And the ace that follows on Ross is commanding, and we're back to 1. Players constantly having to move and adapt. Kleiman, opportunity, the ball is tight from Ross. And you see the knuckle come out when the ball is tight to the net. Kleiman sees it so early, knows the blocker has to serve and then run through to block, seizes the opportunity, keeps the USA in control. Ross with the serve. Anna Patricia from the left side again. It's a wider set, trying to pull Alex Kleiman, make her have to chase to get a good line and be balanced in the air. Could be something we see from Brazil, this. Move Alex Kleiman around, make her unstable at the net, and try and bully her, but April Ross makes a great read, stepping around on the sharper angle. Entertaining fixture, this one. Kleiman from the center this time. Reactions are golden. That's almost throwing down. That's what the USA are looking for. They want to throw against Anna Patricia. Felix Ho says that Anna Patricia is well within her right, but April Ross suggesting there's a throw against Anna Patricia. Look at the face from the Brazilian blocker as well. Ross passing way out of system. Set from Kleiman is fairly good, but the ball drops short. It's very easy to see. And the quick attack catches the USA very cold. No chance to set up for Kleiman and Ross. Rebecca just gets cheeky with the knuckle. Overhand pass. Kleiman now having to chase and block. Brazil are pulling away here. They're making life difficult for Alex Kleiman blocking. They're playing on 2, they're playing quick, they're playing wide. Kleiman has to adapt, as does April Ross. Timeout the USA, 2-point game. This one is turned around. Brazil are in charge. Only 3 of the world's top 15 teams are here this week, meaning there's a real chance for other teams to score big ranking points towards Olympic qualification. And Anna Patricia and Rebecca, regardless of what happens this week, will be at the top of the Olympic race because of other results. Ross decides to go on 2, but it's a great, great spot. It really is. The eyes of Anna Patricia watching April Ross. She adjusts her timing, she adjusts her line. And the ball's very, very tight, so Ross has to try and lift it. Kleinman accesses the line really well from the right side. Setting on the fade, April Ross as well. Kleinman with the jump serve. You can just already see with the ball on the camera how much the ball is going from right to left. Regardless, first set points for Brazil. Kleinman passes slightly off the net. The bump set from Ross is into a great zone. Rebecca just steps round, makes it look so easy. Second opportunity in transition this time for Ross, who sees the court really, really well. You can see at the bottom of the jump and on the way up, her eyes are looking at the block defense of Brazil. Just there. Sees the movement from Rebecca, decides to go the other way. One set point saved. Rebecca having to find a side out, goes high line over the top of Alex Kleinman, and Brazil have taken the first set here indoors at The Hague. Anna Patricia, first event back from an injury. They're carrying on exactly as they left off. Anna Patricia and Rebecca take the first set, 21-17 against the A team of Alex Kleinman and April Ross. Some highlights of a very entertaining first. The referee's trying to speed the game up as beach volleyball progresses. Less time in between rallies. Remember, these two teams have met once before in the final in China in October, and it was 2-0 for the USA on that day. But this is a different story. Rebecca is siding out very well. Not for the first time, we see her beat Ross with that cut shot across the front of the net. April Ross passing in system into that center of the court, and Ross hits the seam so nicely. Especially in this hall though, when you pass into the front center, the first meter of the court even, the side-out percentages go through the roof. So much easier. Although it's a very, very difficult test. Especially with the height of athletes now and where they're even serving from. The ball comes onto the pass. The service reception so much quicker. Rebecca is reading everything from Ross, especially when she's going across court. Ross again, facing quite front on, goes to the line, can't really go anywhere else, but she uses the block to her advantage. Great approach from Ross, gets pulled in short, so she has to backpedal off the net and keep the ball in front of her. April Ross, who has quite the serve. Anna Patricia working off the block of Kleinman. And if you think about the plays so far, they've really targeted Kleinman throughout this game. Whether it's the two ball, whether it's trying to go over the top of the blocker. That's some angle. That really is some angle. not trying to hit the ball too hard, just staying super high, super smooth, and really accurate with the swing. Rebecca takes a late move to cover the cross court, but it's too good. Short serve, two balls coming in. April Ross just holds the center of the court, stays still, makes the pluck, and then delivers a crushing blow. Once again, no block, April Ross just cannons the middle with ease and accuracy again. The last two swings from the USA, super accurate, really clinical. Serving has to be better though. Two in a row for Brazil, and this is slightly what's letting the United States down, out of system with their pass and sets. Perfectly in system now, wider set to Kleiman. It's a good read, chasing down the line from Rebecca. Physicality and accuracy in favor, for sure, for the United States at the moment. Consistency, maybe not quite yet. Same tactic, use the two ball, try and disgruntle Kleinman. Something that's clear to see. Ross again pulled in short. Cuts the call. Delivered on very nicely from Ross. Tactic we see quite often, a shorter serve and then a block that dives in angle. It's very difficult as a left-sider to access the line when you're pulled in short from the serve. Rebecca chips line again, but April Ross is equal to it. She has a swing from the left. She fades the ball away, wrist away, thumb down. Second opportunity, this time from the right for Ross. It's another outstanding look at the court from April Ross. She's seeing absolute... April Ross, 23 career wins on the World Tour, 133 tournaments, 36 years old now. They're looking for the decision. That was way wide of the mark though for Rebecca. Just over-rotating with the hips and the shoulders, and the problem when you over-rotate with the hips and the shoulders is that the ball misses the sideline. In system again, it's a wider play, much better from the USA. Anna Patricia does not want to get involved at the net when the ball is just moved on a wider set. As the game progresses, beach volleyball, no longer do we just see an up and down set. And the bigger that blockers become, the more that teams are moving the ball around. Ace from Ross. The A-team are heating up here in The Hague. Some power behind that. Rebecca manages to keep the ball in front of her. It's a great pass. Slow first step of the approach. Two quick ones after that, but she's selling the line all the time as a right side player, showing that she can hit the line, then whipping it back. Angle, talking of great play. Anna Patricia jumps really late back into the angle again on Kleinman. We saw it in the first set. Now we've seen it in the second. Passing in system, Kleiman from the right. 2 blocks in a row for Anna Patricia. Third time of asking. Another one. 3 in a row. Anna Patricia raining down a little bit of pain on Kleiman at the moment. 2 blockers, both at 6'4". Kleiman struggling for answers. So Ross goes on 2 to try and help Kleiman out, but Rebecca sees it so early, and Rebecca stays so central for that 2 ball. She doesn't commit to a half of court too early, and it means that she can read Ross, go either way. She makes the dig, but the transition play, supreme. Game on again. Brazil lead by 1.
Ik zie dat de dames aan de overkant niet doen. Dat kan het niet bedoeld zijn, hè? Ja, stel dat ze maar eens aan natuurlijk. Hou die spieren.
The 18 are struggling. Service reception has to be on point. Otherwise they will be playing for bronze. April Ross playing the wide set again, working. Anna Patricia doesn't like moving sideways across the net. Ross has the better of Brazil. The bump setting from Kleiman strong as well. April Ross, 2007 top rookie. But then has been awarded 8 other awards. Best hitter, best defensive player, best hitter in 2011 as well. The best server 4 times on the FIVB World Tour. 2-point game again. Kleiman, ace tie. Similar to what we saw in the quarterfinals here. USA beat Germany, but the service reception was what was letting the USA down at times. So much smoother. They changed sides just to bring a different dynamic. Kleiman sells the angle pretty well, but stays high with the elbow, snaps high line. Just in. April Ross, 3 times best server on the World Tour, needs to find some magic now. She does step in. High hands are good in there. High hands also from Rebecca. Chance with the chip to the line. You don't usually out-transition April Ross. That just doesn't happen. But Rebecca just has in emphatic fashion. And the accuracy to the perimeter of the court, golden for Brazil. Kleiman aced the service pressure. Too hot to handle. Timeout, 4-point game. This one is running away very quickly from the USA. Kleiman needing a side out. The late blocking is good again. They go straight after Kleiman. Even when she's trying to break off the block, they put the ball on her. They keep it away from Ross as much as possible. Kleiman does well. For someone so big to move backwards in sand is tough. 2 hands with the tomahawk. Good enough ball control. Ross will put Kleiman on the net from anywhere. And when Kleiman is on the net, damage can be done. Fast passing from Rebecca this time. But the good thing about the fast pass is that it's in a very good zone. It's on an angle to the center of the court. Facing angle, chipping back to the line. Once again, we see the Brazilians trying to go off the block and move the block around as much as possible. April Ross needs to side out here, desperately. Late blocking from Anna Patricia. Stays late, sees the slowness of the approach and the slowness of the arm from Ross. She goes up with the hands instead of over because of what she's seen, and then the reactions are a different class. Brazil are in shock spot here. The USA in struggle city.
Voor de tv-uitzending deze wedstrijd namelijk op dit moment opgenomen en uitgezonden in een aantal landen. En deze dame geeft aan
The reigning champions are on the brink of playing for bronze here.
Maar in ieder geval het internetpakket is denk ik helemaal verkocht. Je ziet een aantal landen op buiten, waarschijnlijk Brazilië en Amerika. Daar zie je zo hard mogelijk al maken. En haast al wij voor al die mensen die thuis zitten te kijken. Tot 3, 2, 1.
Consistency has been key for Brazil. The pass has been slightly inconsistent at times from the USA. Off the net, no block. Kleiman scurrying everywhere to make that dig. The knuckle on the angle is seen. Anna Patricia with a real big chance here, but April Ross releases on the high line. Chance in transition. It's a free ball for April Ross. Wider sets again, crushed away. Anna Patricia always choosing to break the block when the ball is spread wider with the setting of the USA. She doesn't want to go with the ball. She'd rather play defense. But what great defensive coverage from the USA both times. April Ross, down that avenue, will score all day. Rebecca pulled inside, chance to chip away. Decides to take Kleiman on again. The cut shot, on my recounts, 3 from 3. April Ross pulled inside, has to go with the back set, shoots high line. Perfect execution from Ross. She's pulled inside. The back set means that there's confusion between the defender and the blocker. They have to change their tactics, and the high line is always a good option with the back set. With an ace from Kleiman. Interesting times at Zuida Park. Kleiman and Ross, who haven't served so well throughout the early stages of this one, may just be finding their feet once again. Goes the call. Block touch counts, but that's too long from Kleiman. Agonizing stuff. April Ross goes for a clean of the glasses to slow the game down maybe just a little bit. First match points for Brazil. On to Kleiman again. She's into the center. She just pulls away in her approach, then goes through the block of Anna Patricia. One saved, but there's a long way to go for the USA if they want to take this to 3. April Ross will need every bit of her experience here. Quick from Rebecca, she shoots jumbo. It's a great read, and it's a great turn from April Ross. Does well to hold her position so long and so still, and then just turn on the diagonal, which is not easy to do in sand at all. But the composure in offense brings them back to 2. Ross to serve. Rebecca will want to get it done this time though. But Kleinman, 3 saved from the USA. Timeout Brazil. Rebecca dug previously from Ross. Now Kleinman seals the line, brings some pressure. Game on.
Het bord van DELA, we noemen dat het bord, want er staat bobbel. Je mag hem zo houden of zo, dat maakt niet uit, zo houdt u hem zo. Maar het mooiste is zo, als dat lukt. Dan begint u een beetje laag, even het bord even naar beneden op uw schoot, zoals het zo.
Pressure.
Ja, en dan moet je wel voor het blok naar de voorkant doen, hè.
For Brazil, 3 saved already.
Naar beneden zo.
April Ross has been in these positions time and time again.
Bij het woordje blok gaan we weer omhoog. Bij het woordje blok gaan we weer omhoog. Heel ingewikkeld. En ik kan heel slecht uitleggen volgens mijn dochter. Dus het is van, gaan we doen nog één, komt-ie.
A silver medal in London 2012 with Jennifer Kessie. A bronze with Kerry Walsh-Jennings in Rio 2016. Tokyo could be the last roll of the dice for April Ross. And she's serving. Rebecca chips high line. Very, very good from Rebecca after missing 2 side outs in a row. And Ana Patricia and Rebecca from Brazil get their own back on April Ross and Alex Kleinman. They may have lost in the final in Yangzhou just 2 months ago, but in just their 8th tournament together, they will be playing for their 3rd gold medal here in The Hague at the FIVB World Tour 4-star event. It's a controlled, high, smooth line shot to seal the deal for Rebecca, Ana Patricia, and Brazil. Ana Patricia and Rebecca beat last year's champions in Alex Kleinman and April Ross, 21-17, 21-19. Kleinman and Ross will have to rebound for bronze tomorrow. Still, so much left to play for. Celebrations for Ana Patricia and Rebecca as we head down courtside to hear from Ana Patricia.
FIVB interview on court.
Well, here I am with the today's winners, Ana Patricia and Rebecca. Ana Patricia, that was a 2-0, but a very tough match.
Yes, it's very hard because USA is a very strong team. But today we play together, and now we are very happy for this victory.
And Rebecca, How do you like The Hague? How does she like The Hague, playing here in The Hague?
O que você achou de jogar aqui na Holanda? I'm very happy. I'm very happy.
There you go. Congratulations. See you in the final.
See you! Woo!
A very happy Brazilian team, and you can understand why. They're a dream team, making their third final in just 8 events together. As we have a look at some highlights from a very entertaining semi-final. So there you have it. Ana Patricia and Rebecca from Brazil have qualified for the gold medal match tomorrow here at The Hague. Alex Kleinman and April Ross, last year's gold medalists, will be playing for bronze. Who will be the other finalists? Finland in Taru Leiti and Elina Parkkonen playing in their first 4-star Final Four. They're up against Sarah Sponsel and Kelly Kleiss, coming our way very, very soon. But from us, from The Hague for now, it's goodbye, and we will see you very, very soon.